Yes, welcome back to this new episode uh, about uh, the school management system. It's still under development. We are trying to build it, and today I just wanted to share with you the progress of how the school management system is actually working. Uh, so this will be login page. We'll have a website where you can actually, find the link that will bring you to this application, web application, and that will be able to help you, guide you on what you are required. So one of the requirements is that you should have your school registered, and you can always be able to log in after the school has actually authorized you to access the system. So the setup of you to access the system is through your school administration. So I have a default. I'm working offline, and with the password already set. So I'll log in using these credentials. So in a login, I'll come to an interface. Here I'm already logged in, so some basic scripts will be running. So when you come in, you'll be able to see if you have your phone number added, your email will be there, and the API key for you to access most of the information will be also displayed there. Then we'll be showing you some your interaction with our app. So it's some request to save the information, request to get some information, and how you're interacting when you're clicking wherever or where this app appears for you, and different links that you've actually been accessing through. So this is a school. This is a demo. You can also check from here. You can have multiple schools, meaning you can be a teacher teaching in multiple schools, so you'll have multiple schools here. So when I select this, for example, this would be primary school, for example. So when you access a primary school, you also find the related interface, so showing you how you've been interacting with the school, and you notice these details change. Some of them may not change, but now you see the key has changed, and most of the things have actually changed. Now when we come to this, would be the home page where when you log in, you'll be able to find this kind of details. We have these messages, emails, chat applications, and any other payments. But we also have these very links here. So one of them is for students. So in login, when it comes to students, you'll be able to find such kind of an interface. And this interface is basically taking you through how the application works. On the side of students, registering them, uploading them, updating them, managing files, compressing images, among others. So when it comes to students, this is the interface where we shall be able to load students. For example, those that are actually active in the school, those that have been suspended, those that have actually completed, and those that are not active. And then we can filter basing on their first name, their last name, and maybe the student ID. So we shall first see those active students based on their first ID. So you notice we have students that have actually displayed, and the students are over, if I'm to scroll down, students are over 161. So these are the students within the system. Some have their details, phone numbers, those that do not have their date of birth, and so on. I'll be showing you here that they do not have the right details. Then when we choose to order by the last name, so you see ordered by the last name, and you're able to get such kind of details. We also choose to order by the student ID as well. You notice you now have the first ID of the student and have the second ID in that order. So I have a drop down here. You can see here funding. We have what we call private, and when have maybe a student is on bursary, then we also show the student is on bursary. So I have this drop down here. one of them says view profile, another says edit profile. So when I come to edit profile, I have a form with the student ID, their names, their date of birth, if any. So here you'll be able to select the student date of birth. So because there is nothing there, then it will somehow look like that. Their gender, their current status, their guardian names, phone number, the address, the fee structure the student is on currently, then the funding, private or what, the current class the student is in, and the current term. So the student was actually admitted for primary 1 and term 3. So if you maybe want to update these kind of details, you can always update them. So when I click update, saving student details, and then you'll hear that kind of interaction in the app. Also have another one which is view profile. So it loads students' details, admission details. You see, notice the student has not yet been admitted. Guardian, and then maybe if you want to send messages to the parent, these are some of the features that we're actually going to add there. You'll be able to see the parent profile and interaction. So this is why maybe if a parent has sent like a message to the school, and then you'll see the student ID and the names, and then you'll be able to see the basic profile of a student. So to proceed, we also have this where we do upload students from. For example, you can select the class, the fee structure will be selected automatically, and then you select the file. So I have Excel files that you can actually use to upload these students. And once you upload, the students will be here and you select the upload. So for now, I'll not go through all that. Also have admission, where I admit students from, for example, senior 1, term 1, 2025. So you notice I have these students. If I want to admit them for term 2, if for example I select term 2 for this very year, you notice there is no student. So I have those that were admitted in term 1. So I may choose now to select all of them. This is one class, you see it is class primary 1 year and then the term. So if I want to readmit these very students to term 2, I'll select all of them, click here, and then readmit student. I'm not going into that basically. Then from there we go to academics. So academics, we start with classes, and when I come to classes, I can view the active classes that have been added by the admin of the system. So I have primary 1, primary 2, and then there is top class as well. So they can add multiple classes. So if I click on this, I can view the details of the class here and the class teacher here. That's why I'm seeing the details. You can also look at the subjects of the class. So you see you have all these subjects. You can also look at who are teaching which subject. For example, P1, this person, what is he teaching? So you notice this person will be, this can be class subject allocation done by the DOS or the class teacher. So when you're not part of those groups, you cannot allocate. And then here I'll be adding the comments for students' performance. Above 8, which comment should the student see? Above this, which student should see? And something like that. We can also add class subjects from here. So after we've loaded, so you see these are the schools, these are the subjects that the school has actually added. So meaning that we have very many subjects, but for this specific class, or sorry, for this specific school that we're actually working on, for primary 1, or for subjects or for lower classes, or sorry, for pre-primary and then primary, which is this class falls in. They do CRE, English language, integrated science, Islamic religious education, mathematics, physical education, and then social studies. So if you choose any of these, we'll add, but this tells us that the subject already exists, meaning we cannot add it again. Then we can manage the class teacher. So you see for now we have this one here, which is this person here when you see in the back that we already added, so the details are loaded here. So if you want to change, you can change here and have another person. But when you notice, if I come to manage class teacher,